Hi, my name is Alex. I work in the front end.
Hi, my name is Ryan Lee. I was a backend developer on this.
My name is Payne Nguyen. I'm also a backend developer and I work on the databasing and web scraping.
My name is Justin Park, and I worked as the full stack developer for this one.
Due to the current situation between Russia and Ukraine, we make this project U Monitor to hope that we can shine some light into the current issue and then maybe help to inform and motivate people to donate or reach out their hand to help in any way possible. Currently, our U monitor is a combine between front and back end, where our front end, we collect data from the back end, which is over here, and then pour our data about news about the current situation. As you can see, this is our homepage. We also have the link to the current news, and then all the news necessary for people to know about this current thing. We are we also have a search bar with also you can search by city of Ukraine, and in those cities you can also see all the news regarding this. Russia press invasion to outskirt Ukraine capital to see if that city is safe or not. Here's one of the city we have. And we also have this. Yep. And we also, due to limited time, we didn't have time to implement a map that can show like where the place in Ukraine and implement the new in there. But if we have more time, then that would be a possible thing that we can improve in the future. Technology-wise, we use React as our main front-end application. We have the home page and the access page, which we can do all our data handling. Yep, and that's it for the front end.
Okay, yeah. So going to the backend, I'll just share my screen really quickly. So in the backend, we utilized Flask, and with our routes, we had two main routes: the home page, and and where like when you go onto the homepage, you get all the national news from all of Ukraine. And then when you go onto like our particular city, like Kiev, for example, so that's the routes from there. In order to get this data onto our database, well, first of all, let's talk about the database. So our database, we have two stores. We use MongoDB as our main store with two collections, one for the city. So whenever you query and go onto a particular city page, it will open up, it will query this database and find all the links with all the news. So we use the news URLs as a primary keys, the foreign keys. And for every news URL, we had a news article document. And so this was our main data store. In order to get this data onto MongoDB, so right now we have 333 documents in here, we use a script to populate the database. So our script was written in Beautiful Soup. So we used two different scripts in this. One of them was we wanted to first web scrape images from Google search. And so we used Beautiful Soup and a few other libraries such as Google News to scrape based on certain searches. And with this particular functions, we scraped based on the cities. And with our other, and we had another web scraping service that scraped off of the CNN homepage, which was something that we noticed that had running news and live updating news. And so this information was then put onto the homepage. But yeah, this was our backend. If anyone wants to chime in, if Peyton, you want to talk more about your scripting, or if Justin, you want to talk more about that. But yeah, I'll switch over back to Alex.
Yes, so just to add a little bit more about the web scraping, we originally intended for the summarizing tool to summarize just part of the article, but there were some issues with because we implemented two different summarizing tools. One wouldn't have a bounds to the length of the summary, and the other one did. You were able to input any length, any number of sentences, and you can output a desired number of summarized sentences, but it would be a little bit too slow. So we kind of had to switch to the faster summarizing tool.
Oh, and something when we try to connect the front and back end, we had a little bit difficulty due to the stack tech difference, but in the end, we did figure it out. So that's actually a good thing that we learn and improve upon ourselves. All right, do you want to add something?
Yeah, I guess to conclude, Alex, can you share your screen one more time? Yeah, I guess to conclude, I guess some additional improvements we can add is that we can add maybe live chat functionality for people to communicate. We can also add, so we wanted to host this on Heroku or AWS, but this was an issue that we ran into very last minute. And if we had more time, that's something we would add is remote hosting on a third-party website. Alex, can you share your screen one more time so we can see everything?
Definitely. Share. Here we go.
Yeah, and yeah, that's just yeah, our website. Thank you for watching this video, and yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you for your time. We are happy